Yeah, hi all everyone. Welcome to the first session of full stack development. So before that we completed but only one session, that is what exactly full stack development is, that is complete demonstration about full stack development. So I hope you people have got at least some clarity that what is full stack development and what are the technologies we are going to learn in the program. So before that, from online, people just let me know like you're able to hear me. Just give me the confirmation. One of you.
Yes, sir.
Uh, okay, good. Thank you. So before I start the first regular session, let me give you a quick recap what exactly we have learned in the previous session. I'll give simple uh, summary. It is the full stack development is about end-to-end web application development. Full stack development concept is end-to-end web application development. So why I am using that word called end-to-end means whenever we talk about full stack development, we do have two parts, two major parts will be there. One is if you open any application with our eyes, whatever we see is called front end. Let's say for example, if you open Facebook website, there what you will see, like one home page or some login page or some registration page or something for the message or something for the post or something like that, you see, right? All those things are together is like front end. But the moment you click some button or the moment you type and you post something, then something will happen, right? That is called logics, the main business logic or main application logic. So that will be done with the another part called back. So if we wanted to create a complete full stack or complete web application, we should be good with two things, that is front end and as well as back end. So if you know only front end, then we can design it and we can ensure that we can only display that. But if we know the back end, then only we can write the main logics. That is, whenever user actually opens our application, at that moment user does some activity, right? Then what actually should happen, we will be writing in the back end. So to develop either front end or back end, it is about application. Some or the other way, it is application. Means software application. If we wanted to develop any software application, definitely we have to create the programs. How software application will be created with the help of the programs. You have to write small programs. All the programs together gives a software. If you take the example of what I can say, normal example like Microsoft Word, what activities you do there? Something like file, new file, right? Open file, then create, then add something, then add word art, something different options will be there. No? All are programs. One activity is one program. All programs already been written together, and that software is called Microsoft Word. The purpose of softwares are different. Word purpose is different. I'm using something now. What is this? Paint. Not paint. What is this? Notepad. Like that, we have paint also. Notepad purpose is different. We have media player, right? Media players, Windows media player, something like that. They are also software applications. But whatever I say now, they are standalone applications. Standalone means you don't require internet for them to access. The next category is web applications like Gmail, Facebook, Book My Show, IRCTC, Twitter. All these are web-based applications. So, full stack development is about complete end-to-end web application development here. In that, if we want to develop any software, definitely programs. If we wanted to create any program, we have to take the help of language. We have to take the help of programming language. So here front end, if you want to develop here, we use certain programming languages here. They are HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React. React is not a programming language, it's a framework we use. Coming to the backend. This backend development, like application logic, we can write using some of the popular backend languages like Java or we can use something like Node, or we can use something like Python or .NET, something like that. If you use any of these languages, definitely a database will be there. Means Java plus database, backend means, or Node plus database, or Python plus database, or if it is .NET plus database, something like that. Okay, and this complete together is a backend. This side, right side. Why we say backend? Because we cannot see what is actually happening. See, the moment you click something in the Facebook, what we see, assume you are registering for the first time, you'll be entering your details, then you'll be clicking the button called register. Then what you can see, only that form you can see, only that button you can see, but how actually your data is going, and how your data is opening the database, and how your user data is getting stored, we cannot see. What logic is written for that also we cannot see. The only thing we can see is that form. After clicking that, you'll be getting some response from the server again, from the backend again. That is like, your registration successfully finished. Somewhere in the alert box or some box, you'll be able to see that, right? So front end side, we can see only, web pages. All these things are called web pages. I am telling like a form and all, but where form will be there in one page, like login page, one form. In login page, what will be there in the form? Two things: username and password. In one more form will be there, like, sign up or registration. That page is called registration. If you successfully do the login, then what happens? Home page will be opened. So all these together are called what? Different web pages. They integrated together gives you website. Clear? So the designing of website is nothing but the front end, and the writing the main application logic is nothing but the back end. And this front end has the other name also. We call it as UI. UI means user interface. And the people who works only on that area are known as UI developers, or we call them front end developers. And the people who works right side, this one, are known as back end developers. But most of the times, back end developers are called with their technology name. Like, instead of calling normal back end developer, people use Java developer, or Python developer, or Node.js developer, .NET developer. Like that, people use it to call. But in the industry, earlier scenario was like complete front end developers are separate, and complete back end developers are separate, and they are in they are in a company, and they are working on the project. They are working, in a collaborative environment. These people will do only front end activities. These people will do only back end activities. But the scenario has been changed. People are expecting, companies are expecting that person to do both activities, both the front end and as well as back end, as per their project need. At this moment, they may be working on the back end. Immediately if they get another project or something, again they will be asking them to work for front end. So they want their resource to be, good with both the front end and back end. That development together, front end and back end, is called full stack development. And the people who does that, both front end and back end, are known as full stack developers. Clear? And with technology name, sometimes they are called like Java full stack developers, or Node full stack developer, or something like Python full stack developer. So this is what about what exactly full stack development is. So in our course, what we do is, like, we'll start from the UI development, or front end. After that, we will be moving to the back end. In that, first languages we will be learning, and then we'll be moving to the database. So when it comes to the UI development, we'll be starting with the first technology like HTML, then followed by CSS. So along with the CSS, I did not mention the top, but here I am telling you something like Bootstrap. Bootstrap is nothing but it is simply like a library, where CSS related things are already predefined in that. If we want to use it, yes, we can able to use it. You don't want to use it, yes, it's up to you. Clear? You can use normal CSS also. But in real time scenario, what happens is people will use combination. They will use for one website they will write their own CSS code plus Bootstrap. Clear? Because to save the time and also to provide some responsiveness to your web page. You people know the meaning of responsive. If we create any web page, that page should be properly visible in this kind of laptop. If the laptop is bigger also, it should be properly visible. Even on the iPad, like tablet also, it should be properly visible. On the mobile phones and the small mobile phones also, it should be properly visible. Then only people will come to your web page, right? Why do we create websites? Definitely for some purpose, right? Means people around the world should visit your website. If your website is not properly visible for them, you cannot expect them to open only in the laptop. You cannot say that. You understood, right? We cannot restrict such kind of things. The only thing is you can release your name of your website. That's it. People can open through any of the devices. So we have to create the responsive web pages and subsequently responsive websites. For that to happen, we use Bootstrap. In the CSS also we can do, but if we use Bootstrap, that activity will happen quickly. With less efforts, we can able to do that. Next is the programming language we learn, that is JavaScript. See, if we talk about HTML, it's all about creating tags. HTML is generally used for adding the content to your page. Different content we see, right? Like text or images, links. What we see on web page, these things, right? Videos and all these are together called content. So to add the content, we use HTML. And to appearance, this second one is called what CSS. It is responsible actually for the appearance of your web page. Using HTML, you can add the content, but how that content should display to the user. Assume like you have simply written two lines like dear students, oh welcome to full stack development. The dear student should be in what color or in what style, like it is tilted or not, different font styles, and it should be on what position, and to the top or to the bottom. So all such things are handled with the help of CSS. That's why CSS is responsible for the appearance of your web page. Bootstrap same, CSS only, that is also. JavaScript is very important thing here. If you want to work with HTML, we have to learn some tags. There are some tags. For everything, tag is there. If you want to add one paragraph, tag is there. You want to add one heading, tag is there. You want to add one image to your web page, one tag is there. Don't worry, we'll learn everything step by step. But the purpose is that. And CSS, if you want to add color, one property will be there. If you want to add background, one property will be there. You want to add some border, one property will be there. You want to give some what you like, a space, like what you call margin. You want to give the margin, yes. For that also properties. So learning of CSS is also easy because just to learn the properties. Learning of HTML also easy, just to learn all the tags. But JavaScript is a programming language where we have to create some programs, and it is used to add the dynamic nature to your web page. Why? Because normally if you create using HTML and CSS, pages can be created, but people cannot interact with the web pages. It is like just like a pamphlet. It is created, people will scroll it, but people can't do anything on that. But nowadays, if you talk about a website, it's not like that, right? We do something on the website, we click some button, then something will happen, or we enter some data, then we will click. Or drop downs, right? Drop downs, you check something in the drop down, select something, then something will happen. All that things cannot be done with the help of HTML, CSS alone. We have to take the help of JavaScript. And as I told you already, JavaScript is a programming language. Any programming language, using that, if we do any web development or any real-time complex development, only programming language will not be used. Along with that, some helping tool or something like like a helper, I can say, that is called framework. For everything, we have a framework. For JavaScript, we do have several frameworks available in the market. Out of all of them, three are very most famous. They are Angular, React, and Vue.js. And out of these three, React has got more popularity for last couple of years due to its proven features. I will talk about all those features later. but we'll be sticking to React because of that, market demand. We are going with the React. So these are the things which we are going to learn in the UI development or front end. After this, as per your you know uh, your own choice, we'll go with the backend. Any of the backend you can. Here we are providing three. You can choose any one of them. Clear? So first I will be starting with UI development. So I hope you people have got clarity that what exactly we are going to start now. But before I start this sessions or at least HTML, I recommend you guys to maintain proper directories. Directory is nothing but files, folders, folders. Directory is nothing but folders. In your computer, try to maintain proper folders. This is just for your benefit, like this is a complete full stack development, right, which involves front end, back end. In the front end also HTML programs, because these sessions are completely practical oriented, where we have to program. I'll be talking concepts. Immediately we have to do some programming as well. So every program you'll be saving. So all such data should not be like one day on desktop, one day on D drive. You'll be having computer, right? In your computer you'll be having so many drives and all. It should not be like zigzag. That is the reason I am telling, like, we have to maintain some proper directories, so that every day whatever the work you do, you'll be saving in the same place. Got it? So I usually recommend, like, here I will write. So here I am creating one folder called what? Full stack. In that folder, this is for you guys. I want you guys to create in this way, so that it will be easy for you to access at any time. Here I am creating one more called what? Front end. After that, back end also in the same place we can create. In the front end here, I am creating one more folder called HTML. So now all the HTML related stuff will be saving here. Next, when you learn CSS related things, then we will create one more folder in this place. There we will do. Next, JavaScript. Next, React. After this, after completion of the front end, then here again we will be creating one more folder. For what purpose? That is for the back end. But that will take some time for us to get into the back end, because we have to finish all other things, right? Yeah. So in you do whatever the structure you want, but I feel this is the better structure, so that you people won't be confusing at all. Clear? Yes. Try to maintain this first. So I hope you people will maintain that. So now we'll start with the UI development. In that, what is the first technology we are going to learn? HTML. And why we have to learn this is very simple. If you want to create complete web application, front end to be created and back end to be created. If you want to create the front end, we have to create the website. That is the main thing. We have to create the website. If you want to design the website or create the website, website contains what? Web pages. Website is nothing but it's a collection of web pages. So if you want to create a website, definitely we should know how to create a web page. So our intention is now to create a web page. The goal is to create a web page. If you want to create a web page, there are three technologies we must and should know. They are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And the duties also I talked. HTML is purely responsible for adding the content, where CSS is for appearance, and it will add some styles to your web page. Next is JavaScript, add some dynamic nature to your web page by programming, with some programming. Now we will go with the HTML, because our purpose is to create the web page. HTML. What is the full form of HTML? Hypertext markup language. Why we call that like that? Any idea? No idea. Fine, no problem. See, if you open any website, we usually see on the address like something HTTP or HTTPS. You people observe. So whatever the transactions are happening, transactions not like money, but whatever the things are happening between the websites, they do follow a internet protocol called hypertext transfer protocol. What the protocol? Hypertext transfer protocol. That is called HTTP is about. And all the websites or whatever the web pages we do create, they by default will follow that protocol. You understand, right? If you create something and if you open in the browser, definitely they will be following that particular protocol. What? HTTP. So that's the reason it is like hypertext. And next is something like markup. The language is like markup language. See, in HTML, for development purpose, we use something like tags. For everything, tags are looking like this. You know this, right? These are called tags. These are called brackets. What these brackets are called generally? Name normally. What this? Yeah, it's closed but together. What you call that? Opening and closing. But what kind of brackets these are? You people know it. Square, right? Normal. I'm asking in mathematics. You know, right? Square brackets. These are
Flower
flare
bracket.
brackets. Yeah, good. So next, what these are? People say normal brackets. Right? Bracket means that one. Parenthesis. People call a special name like they are called parenthesis, and these are called angular brackets, angular braces. Clear? The tag. This is called tag only, but how tag is created is with that brackets. Those brackets or those braces are known as angular braces. So wherever we see these are known as what? Tags. Whichever the language uses tags for its development, such languages are known as markup languages. Since C language, Java language will not use tags for its development purpose, I am talking. Then we don't, at least Java language, we do not use these things. That's why we do not call Java as a markup language. Any language which uses it, that is known as markup language. Which one? Tags. So tags are very very much essential for web page creation, especially HTML. HTML means tags. So in HTML, whatever we write something like this, it is called opening tag. What it is called? Opening tag. Or we have other name for this. We call it as start tag. And if we have anything like this, slash and then followed by the name of that tag, then it is called closing tag. So what it is called? Closing tag. Other name is end tag. And these two things together, what closing tag and opening tag together is known as HTML element. Understood? It can be anything. I have written head there, right? That's why it is head element. If I write P element, whatever. So opening is called opening tag, and then it is called closing tag. The together it is called element, HTML element. Whatever we write in web page through HTML, we write in that tags only. Like in that HTML element only, we add the content. In another way, between opening tag and closing tag, we write something. Clear? And that will be added to the web page. And what kind of data a web page can be containing? Or these HTML elements can contain what kind of data? First thing, very simple, like it can contain other elements. One HTML element can contain other elements, or it can contain the data which we usually observe, like text data. The data can be in the form of text, or the data may be in the form of links. We can observe links, or maybe in the form of images. or the data may be in the form of videos and audios, video and audio. Usually people call together as media. Both video and audio are known as media. Video files, audio files. We do have tables also. Sometimes we do observe some kind of data which is represented in the form of a table, or even sometimes in the form of a list also, right? Like diagrams and list also, like that. So many other, but very very important things are these things. And forms, important thing like something like forms, etc. So these are the different things which are associated with your HTML in terms of content. If I say content means this kind of content. If you open any regular web page, anything, we see that only. So what is this Amazon site? It's Amazon website. Now what we see here, here is a search box, no, only one box, but that is also a form, because this is a search box, one form, and here you are clicking the submit button. Are you getting? That's why what happened, whatever you search, some activity will be happening. Next, here something is scrolling, right? What they are scrolling, images are scrolling. And see, if I take my mouse cursor there, you are able to see and symbol, right? That is called link. Wherever we see that hand symbol, they are known as links. See, your normal arrow symbol is there for your mouse, right? This one. So that is not a link. And these are images. These are images, and they are equipped with link. They are a combination of image with link. You are able to see images now, links, text also. Here what is there? All your phone, all your what home improvement needs, something like that. Whatever it is, some text is there. Yes, you can see that. So we can see text, we can see images. So like that, different things will be there here. What is this? Yeah, video also, right? So depending on the website, it will be there. If you're talking about youtube.com, that is also a website, web application, which will be containing pure videos only, right? And if you're talking about Wikipedia, what Wikipedia will be containing, pure text only, it will be containing, right? And in that text, people will have some links as well. In the Wikipedia, you observe links, right? So links also will be there. So whatever I mentioned, as of now, all the things will be there in different website. That depends on what kind of website you are actually creating. So here I am opening something Wikipedia site. Here mostly you see paragraphs. These are paragraphs along with some links here. So here something, here some link, something like that. Links are there. It's not properly loaded. Just take it. Yeah, now you are able to see that hand symbol. When I move my mouse cursor to here, you are able to see something, right? So like that, the moment I click it, then some other page will get open. So this is about your web page containing different data or content. To add this, what we do, we take the help of tags. Before that, any web page you take, it will be following one basic template here, or we say blueprint for web page. Any web page you take, that will be following this. Means what are the main tags involved in the web page? Primary tags, main tags. So that is the blueprint I'm telling here. The first tag would be, tag name itself is HTML, then followed by, what is the other tag? Header tag. Then we have body tag. This is a basic template or blueprint for any web page. This HTML is a root element, the main element. If you write that, then only it is considered as a web page. Next, these two are primary elements. We have to write these two elements. If you don't want any images, don't write image. If you don't want paragraphs, don't write. But if you want to create web page for any purpose, we have to write this. These are basic, and these are the main things. Without this, you cannot create. In this, exactly what is head and what is body, means inside the head what has to be written, inside the body what has to be written. See, this I can compare with letter writing. In your school days, you people might have written for letter writing, right? For languages, either English, Telugu, Hindi, whatever you will be having, right? So in that, assume like you want leave something from your class teacher or something, principal, whatever it is. What you will be doing there, before you write your reasons and all, first what you will do, you'll write on the top something, that the letter name, purpose, and then somewhere to the left corner you'll be writing to whom, right? And after that you'll be writing some salutation, something like respected, something like that you'll be writing. And somewhere right corner you'll be writing some date and all, right? Yes or no? Yeah. By looking at that, people will come to know what it is about, right? But why actually you want leave, the main purpose, how many days you want, and all these things you will be having in the body. You understood? The subjects, other things you will be writing somewhere, but the main reason, the main content you will be writing in the body. So in the same way, the other things, whatever subject you write, are just they are telling some information about your letter, but actual content is written in the body. The same way, inside the header tag, people will write the metadata. Technical term, the meaning of metadata means information about the information. Clear? Metadata meaning is data, information about the data, or information about the information. Let's say example, you have textbooks. Yeah, in your textbooks, what the first page you will be having? After cover, you'll be having something like index page will be there, right? Yeah, in that you'll be having all the contents, right? But not actually contents. Understood? If you want to see actual content, you have to go to other page, but in that everything is mentioned. So what that index page is telling, it is telling something about your uh, textbook. It is giving the information about your textbook. Clear? So like that, some information about our web page, means what is the title of our web page, what our web page is about, what language is our web page, such things are mentioned in the header tag. The body tag, very important tag. See guys, whatever we see on any web page from this to here, this is on the top, these are like some what you call like these bookmarks. After that, here white you are able to see, right? Wikipedia, from there to till this corner you are able to see here something, right? Whatever we see, that is written in the body tag. Clear? Whatever it is visible to us is written in the body tag. So what we write in the header tag, some meta information, metadata, some extra information about your page. And what we will write inside the body tag is all the visible data we will be writing. Visible means whatever you actually wanted to showcase to the user through your website, that has to be mentioned inside the body tag. Clear, all of you? Now see, I am talking about this site called this is a Wikipedia India page. Now this is Amazon page, right? You forget about internal things. These are called attributes and all. I will talk about all those things later, because we are at first stage. No, what is the first tag you are able to see here? Tag name. What is the tag? The doc type HTML is just like you are able to see with the gray color. It is there. Able to see or not? All of you. I zoomed it
Yes,
right.
sir.
Yeah, so that is like you are telling to the browser like your this page is, or this particular file is HTML file. But that is earlier days, but nowadays it is not required. If you start writing HTML, your browser will come to know it's a web page. So not it's not a mandatory thing. Now see, what is the first tag you are able to see? HTML. After that, here what you are able to see here? Header tag. Able to see that or not? Header tag.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just a minute. Now you are able to see somewhere edit tag is getting closed, right? And after that, what happened immediately? Body tag opened. This green color is called comments. They are not executing. They are called comments. Just for some information purpose, they will write. Now, what it is? Body tag is opened, and then some content will be written. See, guys, this is for the developers to understand. They will write. Whoever opens the Amazon people, they should know right what they have written for that purpose. Something SP means their code. They have some their own language, and SP end features here and end close. Next SP feature start body, something like that they mentioned. Yeah. Now see here what is happening. Body tag is getting closed, and after that HTML is also getting closed. That's it. But you see the line here 1946 depends. That is what you will be having so many things in the Amazon, right? So many products are there. You click on next page, next page. So many things are getting open. That's why so much of code is there and all. If you create your web page, it may be containing only 30 lines, 40 lines, 60 lines, maybe 100 lines. But if you are doing the real-time project and all, when you are dealing with, sometimes you will be having some 500 lines, 600 lines, 400 lines, like that it will be there. Clear? But why I have shown you this? Because I told you just now, right? Any web page will be following this particular template. Open and close of HTML tag, which is a root element. Inside that, we do have two things, two primary tags. They are header tag and as well as body tag. Header tag contains some extra information about your page, whereas the body tag contains the main content of your page. All the visible content we have to write inside the body tag. The same works for any page you take. Actually, how I am opening that code, go to somewhere on your page and ensure that your mouse cursor is normal. Normal means not like this text and not like this hand symbol. Normal means this arrow symbol. Go to somewhere, find, ensure that that is like this, and then right click and then go for view page source. Able to see that, right, all of you? The moment you click this, then that HTML code can be visible. This is another site now. Earlier, whatever we have seen is for Amazon site, Amazon home page. Now it is for the India Wikipedia page. Yeah, you are able to see, right, all of you now. Here again, what is the first tag? HTML, and then after that, header tag is there. There might be some problem with this browser Edge that is giving some disturbance. Just a minute. And there some things are running in the background, so that's why it is getting stuck. Sometimes happens that even in our phone also something is running in the background, suddenly it gets. Okay, fine. Why I opened is for this purpose only, to ensure that we will be getting an idea like what in real time scenarios also what exactly a web page will be containing. This is the blueprint is followed by any web page which is running on this world. In the World Wide Web, whatever the application is running, website will be in any web page it will be following this particular structure. Now the thing is we are going to create our own web page now. Now the task is to create first web page. So to create the first web page, before that, if you want to work with this HTML and all, what using HTML only, will be creating web page, right? You forget about stylings, but using HTML only, will be creating the web pages. If we wanted to do this, what are the requirements of our system? Means like what softwares first our system should have to start with the learning HTML. So I can say whatever the basic systems which you are using, they are enough. Means like you don't have to anything install in them extra. Why? Because every system will be containing one browser. Usually in general case I'm talking, you'll be having at least one browser, right, in your system. Any of the browser, Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox or Microsoft Edge or Safari, if it is an Apple laptop, whatever it is, one browser should be there. So these are the actual requirements I'm talking to start with the learning of the HTML. I can say in simple words, they are system requirements. So these are the requirements your system should have. The next thing is your system should have one text editor. To write the code, we need one text editor. And usually this text editor can be of two type, something like a plain text editor, or it can be one IDE. What is the meaning of IDE? I will talk later. But IDE means tool. Using some tool also we can write the code, or some plain text editor also we can use. IDE full form is Integrated Development Environment. We'll talk about all these things. Visual Studio Code, Eclipse. These are called what? IDEs. I will talk about that later. And plain text editors are like something like Notepad, Notepad plus plus. They are like plain text editors. So at this moment we don't require any special tool to start with the HTML learning. Clear? So definitely in your computer you will be having Notepad, and also you will be having one of the browser. So which means you can directly start working with the HTML. Clear now? And these are the system requirements. Next, whoever wants to start learning of the HTML, so that person requirements means like what actually you should know before learning the HTML. I can say almost nothing, or basic system knowledge, like how to open browser, how to create one folder, how to create open other folder, and how to copy file from one folder to other folder. Those nowadays it is very common thing, right? So if you know that, that is enough to start learning of the HTML. So system requirements also fine. Means your system already have these things. Person requirement, whoever wants to learn also just a basic system knowledge enough. Already you guys already know this. Now we are going to do this activity called creating our first web page. If we wanted to do this, what we have to do is first take the fresh notepad, or first plain text editor, notepad or notepad plus plus, whatever it is. First take one plain fresh one. Clear? Yeah. Now next, write that template, whatever the template I told you, this template we have to follow. I don't want to write again, this time copying this, but you can write it. So initially days, I recommend you guys to write, don't copy anywhere, write. That is the reason I am not introducing IDE or tool. If I use IDE, then what happens? The moment I type HTML, open and close will come. If I write HCAD, open and close will come. If you do like that, it looks crazy and it looks nice and all, but you don't get subject. You understood, right? Means first we should uh, in the interview if someone asks you like what all these things, if the system itself is helping you, then you won't remember. So initial days we'll be doing with the notepad only, but after few days you will be going with the IDEs which are exactly used in the industry. Those IDEs only will be using. Even in that I will be talking about even the shortcuts also, everything I will be talking, but at first stage we should first learn the subject, right? It is same like you'll be having dictionary suggestions while you are typing. You'll be having those suggestions. Normal message or somewhere some dictionary suggestions will be there, right? If you keep on using suggestions, what happens? You won't be getting the spellings. Yes or no? Happens, right? So here also the same. Their spelling here this syntax. That is English syntax. This is this programming language HTML syntax. Yeah. Now so this extra just for that I have written. Yeah. Now what I told in the body, we have to write all the visible content. See guys, you can write type next line whatever you have to, you can do that. So it doesn't make any changes to the technically, it will not make any changes to your content. So you can use uh, any in the same line or next line you can use, that doesn't matter to the HTML. Now here in the body, what I told, body should be always like visible content should be written in the body. What I have written in the body, dear students, welcome to full stack. That's it. I don't want to make it complex, very simple line I want. Now this web page I want to create now. This content should be displayed in the web page. Okay. Clear for all of you, right? The guys, whoever is attending online. Uh,
Yes, sir.
just yeah.
Clear, sir.
Now, yeah, good. Now we simply have to save it. It is just like I have written. Now we have to save this one. To save that, click on the button save and then ensure that we are saving it on the proper location. Now, what is the location I created on the desktop? I created something called full stack, in that front end, in that HTML. For one time you have to do this. After next time it will directly go to the same suggestion, it will be showing, because first time I created here, that's why it is doing. Now here write some file name of your wish. You write any file name, but ensure you don't have spaces in the file name. If your file name is like uh, my first, then don't put like my space first. You put my first, or you put my underscore if you want. Got it? And you write anything. I will simply write first. So my web page name should be first. After that, we have to write an extension to that file called .html. So this .html is mandatory thing. File name is optional. Optional means your choice. You can write any file name, but the extension must be .html. And then you are able to see save as type now, all of you, and click this and opt for all files. If I don't do this, what happens is first.html will be considered as one name, with that one .txt file will be created. You understood, right? So then my file name will be like first.html.txt. So my file is not HTML file web page, it is like text file only whose name is first.html. So that's the reason we have to make this as all files. Clear? And then click the button called save. That's it. It is saved. You guys are able to see on the top like first. Able to see first here, all of you? It is not showing first.html. It is showing only first, because it's a file name. That HTML is the extension. In our computer, we do have so many files. Depending on the type of the file, we have the extensions. If you open any image content you see, but actually that image may be .png, .jpg, depends. Clear? If you open some movie, if you already have movie in your computer, if you are watching the movie through any of the media player, what you see only video, but actually it might be .mp4, different formats. You understood, right? Yeah. Now where we saved, we have to go to that location now. So creation done now. Now we have to see the output. Understood? So to create a web page, I tell the steps again. Very simple. Just to open the notepad, fresh notepad. Just to open one file. There, write the open HTML, close HTML. This is called a basic template for web page. You write it. After that, put something in the body. If you don't put, it will show blank. That's why you have to put something in the body. Then save that file in the proper location of your choice with any name but .html as the extension, and then ensure that save as type to all files. This is the process of creating the web page. Clear? Now we have to see the output. To do that, go to the specific location where we have actually saved it. We saved in the desktop, in the full stack, and then in the front end in the HTML. Now you are able to see the file. Yes, what is the file name? First step. And see guys, in my computer, the computer whichever I am using, in this default browser is Google Chrome. In this computer, default browser is Google Chrome. That's the reason for this web page, the icon it is showing is the Chrome icon. In your computer, if it is the Microsoft Edge is the default browser, then you know Edge here, right? Icon. This will be shown. Depend. That's why see here it is a file name. Its data just now created, and type C Chrome HTML document. Depends if it is Firefox HTML like that. And the size, how much size your web page. We did not write any content much, just we have written one simple one line. No, that's why it is showing only 1 KB. If your web page is containing some what you call video files or audio files or so much of so many lines of data, just now we have seen no 1900 lines something. If it is something like that, then we would have more number bytes, might be size may be more. So up to now we created and we have checked that it is created or not, cross checked, but still we didn't see the output. So to see the output, we have to go to that file, whatever the file we are having. That file, screen. I think you are able to see properly only. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Whenever I display this, you are able to see. I think all of you, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Now to open the output, just to go to the file, don't double click, just normally select it. You just go there, select it, and go for right click. Go for right click, and there one option is there called open with. So again, repeat, just to select it, and then go there, right click on that, and then go for option called open with. In that, we will be having a list of browsers. In your computer, whatever might be the number of browsers, all browsers will be listed over there. In this computer, only two browsers are there. That's why it is showing all those two browsers. Clear? And then choose one of the browser. Click it. That's it. Now I clicked it. Just to give 2-3 seconds to it to load. Yes, it's loaded. Able to see? Yeah. Now the web page is displayed on the browser. And what content it is showing now? Dear students, welcome to full stack. Because only one line we have written. I already told you we have not written any CSS for that. That's the reason it's default it is coming. Where? To the left top. If you buy one notebook, where you will start writing? If you want to apply some styles and all margins, so that if you want more marks and all, you will do some blah 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 blah. Yes, right. Sketch pens, something you do, right? That is what I am doing. Clear? So such kind of attractive things we have not done to our web page. We made it very simple one, just a normal one, content only, text content only. That too, that's why it is coming default, right? And you are able to see here, this is something first.html, and this file is opening from an address called C drive, users, Harsha, something OneDrive, desktop, something like that. Which is my local computer or not? It is my local computer where I created web page. In my computer only I created. Where I want to see the output, in my computer only I want to see the output. Are you guys getting? If you people do this, and then in the future, if you people buy one domain name, something like some .com, if you assume like if your name is Nikhil, if you purchase something like nikhil.com, then put the same whatever you have created web page, put that code in that nikhil.com, so that what happens, this page can be seen by everyone around the world just by typing nikhil.com. Clear? Then that is not local, then that will be global. Development also happens like this. First we will do in our computer, if everything goes fine and all, then we'll deliver to the end user, and there people will be there, deployment engineers will be there who will deploy your code into the cloud, something, some domain, and then people can able to see that. But right now we are doing everything in the local now, that's why it will show the local address. In any browser, this is called address bar, you know that, right? That is called address bar, and that is serving from file. File means local file, it is serving. And if you are having something other, then that will serve from that particular, let's say for example here, if I click YouTube, able to see now, yeah, YouTube is getting served from this protocol called http and all, and it is getting from world wide web from youtube.com. But this is, it is showing file. File means local. Got it? Yeah. Now if you see here something like YouTube, this is called actually a title. Whatever we see on the top of this is actually what is tabs, no, on the tab whatever we see, it is called title. It is called what? Title. Let's say for example, okay, YouTube only, I'll show you here. You think like only less number of lines right here. How many lines? How many? Only 23. But these people are smart enough, they have written in this way so that people don't see. You understood?
No,
I
sir.
hope you got it. Huh?
Didn't get it, sir.
Hello?
I didn't get it, sir.
No, it looks like only 23 lines right here. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, sir.
Number of lines I am telling like 23, but actually not 23. They have written so much of code, but they have written side by side so
Okay,
that
okay,
people
sir.
don't read. The readability is not good, no, so that people don't read. You understood, right? That is not our side, right? People, someone has created, no. Yeah. But whatever it is, where it is, you can see. Okay, somewhere it is there. They have written, but why I open a purpose, I will tell you. You guys are able to see something here. Open title, close title. Yeah, all of you. What name is written for this? YouTube. This is the site name, right? Yeah. See, what is that? YouTube. That is what I told you. For every website, there will be one title. That title is written inside the title. The title we have to put in the header tag. Then the title will come. I will show you with another example. Now you are able to see this one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Your title is what? Online shopping site in India. Colon again. Shop online order for mobiles, books, watches, shoes, and more. Hyphen Amazon.in. See the title there now. Online shopping site in India. Shop online for mobiles, watches. You understood, right? Now coming to our web page now. Okay. What is the title name it is showing? First dot HTML. Actually, that is the our web page name. Our web page file name is what? First dot HTML. Since we have not created any title for our web page, exclusive title we have not given. That's why default whatever the file name is there, that is coming as a title. Now I don't want that. I want to give some title. If I have to give title, then what to do? Here we have to do the editing. We can edit it in the header tag. We can write title always should be there in the header tag, but it is already open, no, this, that's why I'm directly writing If I close this normally, assume like my, that is not open now. Now I want to edit. You understood the requirement? Already we created the web page. Assume like this web page we created yesterday. Now today we want to write the title for that. Now how to write the title? Means I have to edit the page. If we want to edit the page, all of you observe this guys carefully. We have to again go to the same location where we actually saved our page. Go there, again go for right click. This time go with open with, don't click the browser. Browser is for showing the output, not for editing purpose. Editing purpose you have to open it through the editor, text editor. See for the suggestion called notepad. This editing we are not doing several times. Means first time we are doing this activity, editing I am talking. That's why it is not directly showing the suggestion. From the second time onwards, it will show directly the suggestion. Are you getting? Yeah. For that reason, go with the choose another app. Go to the last option, all of you. Choose another app. Click it. There is something like notepad is there, no? Just click it, and you don't click always, just to click just once only. Don't click always. That will give you suggestion. It is not for the suggestion purpose. Just select that notepad and then click just once. Now what happened? It's been opened. Clear? Yeah. Now I go to there. I will again go there. Able to see the suggestion now? That is what I am telling. Clear? Don't click always. Again I am telling you, go there, right click. If it is directly showing notepad, then no problem at all. Simply open through notepad. If it is not available, go to the choose another app, then select your app called notepad, then click just once. This is maybe Windows 11, I think so. Here it is like this. If it is Windows 8 or 10 something, there one checkbox will be there, always open. You uncheck that. It should not be always. Clear? Clear? Got it or not? Why? Because here it will change the icon. It will go to again notepad icon, so that will become problem. It will not be acting like a web page again. Again we have to do settings changes and all. Clear? To avoid that, just to click it and do that. Now it is open. Now what is the thing we have to do? We have to make one edit, like we have to add the title to our web page. See guys, everything in HTML added with the help of a tag. So title also will be added with the help of a tag called title. This is the title I want to write. What is the title now? Our first web page creation. So this is the title I want to write. So open title and then close title. Now save. Go to the browser. Already it's been opened. No, yeah. Now see, it is earlier first.html. Just now we made some changes. So what you can do is, again you can open, go to that file folder, there you can open, but instead of that already it is open. No? Just to make reloading, refreshing, simply click that button called refresh. Now see, all of you observe the title. Here it's been showing our first web page creation, right? So in this way we can able to create the first web page. And after that, from the next session onwards, what we learn is different content. I already mentioned, right? Through HTML or with the help of this HTML, we do add different content to the page that will be involving text, links, images, audio, videos, tables, list, forms, different things. All the things we'll be adding. One by one, we'll be learning. But as it is a first day, I want you guys to get hands-on on how to create the web page. Once we got into habituation of working with the web pages, creating the HTML files and all, then adding other content you can do quickly. After few days, you'll be able to do the things quickly. But I want whatever it is happening in the classroom, I want you to practice the same. Try not to what you call procrastination, postpone it, don't postpone it. You people will think like, it's very simple only. When I am doing it looks simple only. Yes, right. Just open and .html, just writing normal text only, looks simple only. The moment you start doing it on your own mission, then you will come to know. Clear? So that's the reason what I am telling, it is easy only, it's not tough. But the thing is, if you make today's, tomorrow's, day after tomorrow, like that 4 5 days work only for one day, if you want to practice, then it will become difficult. Got it, right? So try not to postpone those things. So what we have learned today? Creating the web page. So we started our full stack web development journey from front end development. In that, the technologies are like UI development or front end development. In that, the technologies are HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap also JavaScript, right? React. And the main are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. In that, we started with the journey of HTML. HTML is used for what purpose? It is used for the purpose of adding content to the web page. How HTML will add content? With the help of the tags, it will be adding. And HTML will be containing basically two things, like opening tag and closing tag, and together is like a HTML element. And that element can contain what kind of data? Maybe text or links, or it can contain some images, tables, video files, audio files, forms, different things. So depending on our website, our requirement, we add content. In YouTube, you don't want more text, you understand? It is more about videos. In Wikipedia, you don't have more videos, you have more text. Depends, that is what. Clear? If it is purpose, if you want to data, if you want to store data from the user, and all, form will be there. So depending on the business purpose, the content will be changing. But uh, generally, the composition of all these things will be there, means combination. Some site may be containing text and links only, some site may be containing text and videos, some site may be only videos and audios, some sites containing some text and some forms. Depends. Clear? Yeah. So this is about different content. Next, if you want to create any web page, what is the basic template we have to follow? What is the basic template? HTML tag as a root tag, and after that we have two primary tags. What are they? Header tag and body tag. And we should write only one HTML tag for one web page, we should not write two, then it is an error. You should not write like that. Clear? Next is header tag and body tag. These two also primary tags, only one tag will be there, means one web page one head only will be there, one web page only one body will be there. Clear? Yeah. Inside the header tag, what kind of data we have to mention? Metadata, means some information about your web page, not the content of the page, just some extra information about your web page. What body should contain? All the visible data, main content we have to put inside the body tag. And every web page follows this, right? That's the reason if we want to create our web page also, we have to follow this. And to do this, just to take one fresh notepad and write this basic template: HTML, close HTML, body, close body, first head, close head. That's it. Inside the body, put some data, and then save that particular text, HTML, whatever the content you have written in the notepad, save that with any file name, but with the .html. But ensure that you are saving it in a proper location. Always ensure that you are saving it in a proper location. Also, one more important thing, that when you are saving, after writing the file name .html, good, save as save type should be all files, and then save it. Once you do this, your file is saved. To cross check it, go to the location and see there. There it will be having an icon of any browser of your computer, depending on the default browser. Then it is created. But to see the output, how to see the output? Go to the location there again and just select that normally and right click on that. Then go with the option called open with. Then click the browser of your wish. Then it will be opened. There is another way also there, that is directly double click. Directly it will open in the Chrome. But the thing is, it will open only in the Chrome. Understood? If you want to open in the what you call like Edge, then you have to right click and then select it, right click, open with the Edge. Chrome also you can do, any browser you can do, but only you want to see the output irrespective of the browser, directly double click, then also it will be opening, but it will open in the default browser. Clear? So this is the way how we see the output. If our file is already opened in the notepad, then we can directly do the editing changes. If it is not opened, then how to make the changes editing? Again go to the file location, again go for the selection, and then go for the right click, go with open with option. Then if notepad already available, simply click it or double click it, it will open. If not available, then choose another app, then select that notepad wherever. If it is not found also, no problem, just scroll it, definitely it will be there. Because in windows or in any system, by default, notepad, calculator, few things are default available. So just to click that and go for just once only. If it is always also there, then uncheck that in another version of windows, uncheck it and simply click it. That is only for the first time you have to do, guys. From the second time onwards, you don't need to worry. Simply right click, open with, you will be getting notepad, click it, so that content code, what you call, like, code will be opened, so that you can able to edit the code. This is called web page. And this web page, if we open in the notepad, whatever, we are able to see the code, right? That is called source code. In computer software terminology, people call it as source code. For any software, code will be there, no? That code will be stored in one file, right? That code is called source code. There is one special name called what? Source code. And even whatever I have seen here also, this one, yeah, for our site also we can see the source code. For other things I have shown you, right? Remember, for Amazon I have shown you the source code, and for Wikipedia also, right? In the same way, what is the option I told? Go somewhere on the page and go for right click and click the view page source. Ours is very small, no? That's why only very few lines, 10 lines only. I told you already, right? Those people have written so many logics and so much of data, that's why they are having 1900 lines like that. But the real time development also will be the same thing. So for this only, every day you will be adding some extra content. Only how to create the web page and all, how to create your first web page and how to display it, means how to see the output only. From the next session onwards, we see how to add different content to our web page. That we will
Sir,
be doing. Yeah.
I mean, like without using head tags, can't we create that web page?
Yes, we can create. But
Oh.
the things whatever you may actually add with the help of edit tag, such things we cannot add. Means like title we have to add, like
That's
that
what,
a
sir.
few things.
See, the second time we have added this title, our first web page creation. Before that, we didn't add any title to that, no?
Yes.
Without that also, can we open? Is what my actual doubt is.
Yeah, without title also we created, no? Yes, it can be done. But no title
I
will be
mean,
there.
that's what, sir. I mean, previously we didn't had any title, no? So is it
Yes.
necessary to mention head tag and closing head tag, or directly we can go to the body?
So the thing is, in header tag, title is not the only thing we do, right? We have few
Hmm,
other
sir.
things also we write in the header tag. That's the reason we usually write it. It's an important tag. So in coming days, you will come to know few things will be there. We must and should write in the header tag only.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, especially as you ask now only, I am telling like CSS. You have to add CSS, means you have to write in the edit tag only. Without CSS, page cannot be look proper, right? So definitely head tag should be there. Clear?
Yes,
Got it?
yes,
Nachket?
sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in this uh, particular class, guys, creating the first web page is the main thing here. So I hope you guys got it. Still, if you guys are having any doubt, just to let me know, guys, all of you. You can unmute yourself and you can ask your doubts. Or in other way, like, if you guys are clear, whatever it's been told, if you are clear, just give me the confirmation in the chat box, like you are clear. So the session should be an interactive one, guys. You always have to give your feedback, or whatever the questions you are having, you have to ask. You are here for learning, you have to ask. If it is clear, just let me know, like you are clear. Ali, Pravalika. Yeah, Kirti, you are talking about only front-end development or which one you are talking? The duration, which one you are talking?
Full stacks, sir. It's
Okay,
about full.
you came bit late.
Yeah, it's a first.
Okay, okay, no problem. Actually, we have a demonstration video. Already, you can ask people. They will be sending you the video, or even in the YouTube also it is available. You can see the demonstration video. But here I am showing you. These are the things you will be learning. So you are able to see the screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so in the front end side, you will be learning this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, so React JS and Bootstrap you will be learning. Coming to the back end, you will be learning either Java, R Node, or Python. It's your choice, along with the database. Means it contains SQL, database, everything will be there. If you
Okay,
want
sir.
something more, yeah, if you want something, more information, uh, yeah, you're able to see this video, right? Complete.
Do not use Microsoft Excel.
Complete understand about full stack development, full stack tutorial. This video you can able to see where you'll come to know about complete what exactly the full stack development is and what it contains and all. It is a complete demonstration session. So
Okay, sir.
you
I will watch
yeah
that.
you can, yeah, you can it, and you can ask even administration people, and they will help you with that link also. So just to go to the Harsha trainings, and their complete understand about full stack development demo one will be there, where you can go through it. You'll be getting some more information.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, okay guys, then yeah, it seems like clear for all of you, right? But the thing is, uh, to the next session, like tomorrow, you people have to finish this task. Very simple one. What is the task? Creating the first web page. At your home, in your computers, you just try to create it. Very simple, right? I told you steps. Very simple. If you are in the classroom, you no need to think anything about it. Simply just 5 minutes it will take. Yes, right. 5 minutes only, right? It will not take more than that. Just to find, because not much content you are adding, right? Just some single line you will be writing. So, but don't miss this. Don't think like just one line only. I will write after 10 days or 15 days. No, today only how to do that. Clear? Okay guys, that's it from my side. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. Bye. Bye guys.